Are you ready, Mr. Nation?
User.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This will be game number 2 between Vipers and... Oh god, I lost Twitch chat. Hold on.
Infusion.
Infusion. Sorry. On the bottom side of the map, wearing the blue health bars this game, down 1-0 is going to be Team Fusion in the do or die game. In the top lane will be Dogmar playing Maokai. Hoey in the jungle will be playing Kha'Zix. Uncle Jabroni's in mid on the Ahri, and Flozart and Code Kin will be playing Twitch and Thresh. And we might have a little bit of a thing, so let's go ahead and hold off on the other team for just a second. Okay, looks like nothing's going to happen. Go ahead and give me the other team.
So we've got ourselves up in the top lane for the Vipers. We've got Baka Pro on the Shen takeaway pick. We've got ourselves Fjorix back on the Kayn. I'm a gay robot on the Zed in the mid lane. We've got Reverend Christ and Droopy on the Vayne Janna bot lane.
Minions have spawned.
So some things jumping out already. The takeaway that you mentioned on the Shen for Baka Pro, we'll have to see if he can be nearly as impactful as Dogmar was on the champion.
Also a takeaway with the Thresh pick on the side of Fusion.
Yeah, the Code Kin Thresh will be interesting. How do you feel about the full AD team against Maokai as well?
Let's wait 20 minutes and we'll find out. No, it's obviously not quite to the same extreme levels, but you have to think like if you're talking like LCS or so, you got to do the classic Immortals TSM, Lucian top, triple AD pick.
I appreciate Fusion, like all of the skins that have chromas for them. They've got chromas. Like you got the purple Twitch, you've got the purple mount or the pink purple Maokai. They all tried to match too. You got the pink Kha'Zix. That's some good synergy. Jabroni's is already pushing in gay robot and getting some nice harass down. Fjorix is mid though. This is the level 2 gank in mid on Jabroni's. Gonna force that flash away. Gay robot follows through. He took a shadow at level 2. Which I guess isn't that abnormal now that I'm thinking about it, but
most stick their E level 2.
Yeah, that's
The Kayn also took his E at level 2. That's the more interesting thing to me.
The Flash and Ignite from both mid laners being burned there. So either jungler now has a pretty easy access to mid, although Ahri and Zed not exactly the easiest champs to gank early on. Actually, Baka's now roamed down from top lane toward the mid. They're going to force Hoey out of the river. We're watching the bot lane. There's a tornado. It's pretty cool.
Probably on the Kazu. I feel like that was the other one he played last time he made a LeagueKC appearance.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna look that up in between games and then I didn't. Baka's gonna get caught though as Dogmar goes in with a twisted advance. This is the tough top lane. You've already shoved in a little bit too far as Shen, so it's hard to feel confident going for this little bit of farm. So Maokai should have a little bit of an advantage early. Ooh, that's a good hook from Kotekin, gonna land onto Reverend Christ. I don't know that they have the damage immediately. Exhaust comes down now. Flozart trying to re-engage though with the stealth. Gets the Contaminate down, takes Reverend Christ low. That's a pretty even trade altogether. But Fjorix is here to maybe put that hook's gonna land. They don't want to get too aggressive though, as here's Fjorix gonna go ahead and land the W, not able to get the follow-up, but both flashes immediately burned as well as the heal from Flozart.
Fjorix tanked up 3 tower shots there.
Didn't die. That's
Didn't
important.
Yes, the Janna shield stopped them from dying.
Calculated. That's what we call calculated. Double Doran's ring start for Ahri. Do you like that? But tell me about the double Dorans.
So they changed Doran's ring a couple patches ago now, so there's no more a unique passive. So basically doubled her mana regen per 5 with that purchase. And I don't know if the basic attack bonus stacks is the one thing I'm unsure with. It's not the worst thing in the world you need to early buy, but you could also just buy a Dark Seal.
Charm's gonna land from Jabroni's onto Gay Robot. He's actually a level down right now. Is Hoey gonna go for this? We've seen how aggressive he was on the Lee Sin. He's going, he flashes in. Gonna land
Is he gonna pick up two?
the Q. And now we're gonna watch top lane fight because Fjorix apparently got out of there with 100 health.
Yeah, and he had to blow his flash.
Did have to blow his flash. Hoey's showing that aggression. I like it, and I was initially worried that the full health Kane would be there, but that was not a full health Kane. So
That was like a 200 health Kane.
Hoey's back in the top lane, jumps in, forces the flash out of Baka Pro. I would like to see. We've seen him go to lanes with the flashes up and blow them, but we haven't seen that return gank that we've been waiting for yet. Really anywhere. The mid, I guess you could kind of say, but that was more opportunistic based on the low health. But I want to see that return, the return to bottom lane for Fjorix, the return either mid or top now for Hoey, and try to make use of that summoner spell cooldown. I guess one other small thing to touch on with like the early game things. Flozart has press the attack on Twitch. Do you like that rune choice?
I have not played enough Twitch recently to truly determine that one. We've seen, I know that, I think it was like Freak specifically was like defending some Twitch nerfs like a while ago because of specifically the press the attack win rate, which very few Twitches were running that. I think that was more of a jungle Twitch thing.
I mean, he's trading lane sustain for raw power later on, I think. So, I think it's just going to come down to his play style. If he's just scaling up for late game, Dogmar is going to go ahead and use the roots thing, the ultimate. Nature's Grasp is what it's called. That's a really unimaginative name, but he picks up the solo kill in top lane after teleporting back. Now Fjorix is going to go ahead and scrap with him, forces him to take a couple of tower shots.
Ooh,
There's the ultimate
4.
The ultimate
Mastery
BM,
4.
the Mastery 4 flash from Dogmar. I love it.
The true treat.
There was that thread on Reddit the other day about Mastery 4 being the ultimate BM, because it's like, I'm not actually good enough on this champion to style on you. This is a nice 1v1 though from Jabroni's. Gonna go ahead and they're using the ignites on cooldown, but really nicely dodged out there by Jabroni's and landing that charm.
He actually missed that charm.
I thought he landed. Regardless, he won the 1v1. Props to
Yeah,
him.
he definitely won it.
Hoey, Hoey now looking to get aggressive, goes in. One thing I didn't check was when he cashed out that poacher's knife in the last game. We didn't follow up on that. I don't know if he did or if he sold it.
I'm pretty sure he did. He, well, actually, no, I don't know. You're right. I don't remember his items.
So they're going to go ahead and try to get the red buff stolen away. This is going to force the collapse. This is a 3v2 initially, as Jabroni's hasn't responded just yet. Dogmar doesn't have a huge amount of mana. They're going to go ahead and focus down Hoey. That's a really nice catch there for Vipers. I liked that they were able to collapse, and then they picked the target that they needed to. They ignored the Maokai in favor of going ahead and blowing up the Kazakhs who could get away. So I actually really like that catch. I thought they played that really well.
That was an interesting invade there. We knew Dogmar was out of mana on the Maokai, but Jabroni's was also out of mana on the mid lane.
And he also didn't have that shove. He was there farming while Gay Robot was free to go ahead and collapse. So not the best timing on that invade. Fjorix now, is this another death to jungle camps? It is! That's 2 executes now during this series. Man, jungle camp's better than the average mid laner. That's pretty good. Flozart now going to get aggressed on. This is looking like not a very good trade right now for the Twitch and Thresh, but doesn't lose anything other than the heal.
Vayne with the rare CS lead for a Vayne.
Yeah, Vayne Janna is one of those lanes that it's one of those classic things. If you're going to play Vayne, you might as well play it with a Janna who can keep you sustained, and it actually winds up being pretty good as long as you're trading effectively on that Vayne. I think it's one of my more annoying lanes to fight. I don't know if that's across the board.
So Cloud Drake taken. Both sides were aware that Thresh threw out a test death sentence and found a moving dragon.
Dogmar pointing out in the chat, he's a support main, but they needed a top laner, so why not learn? I feel that. I feel that really intently.
That's how Maris is a top laner for us, kind of, and that's how I'm a mid laner. I was an AD carry main and ended up having to learn mid for a team.
So a lot of nice flexibility shown in these leagues.
Yeah, until we started actually, LeagueKC, mid was my least played role because I always thought it was full of just toxic idiots.
Yeah, I played probably mostly AD carry. I played jungle for a rank 5's team, but yeah, nobody seems to have mid laners, so I learned that role last couple of splits. Jabroni's is going to go in, not able to connect the Nature's Grasp as Baka's able to taunt and flash away. Who does get rooted up by just the last kitty there. Gets knocked back. He actually leveled up during the middle of that, so got a little bit of extra health.
Jabroni's had his ignite and didn't use it.
Oh, that's a nice Q though from Ari, able to pick up the kill. But now Gay Robot has come back up. He's going to be able to pick up one onto Jabroni's in that trade. Now Dogmar and Fiorix going to go ahead and fight. Hoey is here. Fiorix is pretty overextended. He probably didn't want to take the rest of that trade. Could have just gone back through the other wall. But now it's a 6-2 lead, and we actually have a clear lead early on for Team Fusion.
Absolutely, you're getting the Maokai ahead, which we were already sort of worried about against the full OAD team. Kha'Zix, who snowballs well, and Hoey's, that's kind of his playstyle, is snowball and profit, or not profit at all.
Yeah. Wonders Art in the chat calling you out. You thought mid was full of toxic assholes, but you played AD carry.
Yes, I know, right? I know, right? I also was the toxic Draven main for a while, but it was always like those are the people who have like the big ego who have to like solo carry. Because this was back in like season 5, season 4, where it kind of
everyone wanted to be Faker. Yeah.
But yeah,
I feel it. I feel like AD carries become more of that toxic persona, especially because of like Tyler 1. Specifically, almost.
Yeah.
There's things happening here. There's a lot of movements being caught. Baka Pro comes in. It's going to land the taunt onto Codekin. Flozart's just gotten out of dodge. He has the ultimate available. He could land that Rat-a-tat. Baka Pro's going to get flayed back in. I don't believe anyone's fallen just yet. That's a good hook, though, from Codekin. And Flozart will pick up his first kill of the game. Look at these pink wards in the side bush. There was one in each side bush, trying to make sure that Flozart couldn't ever get aggressive in that lane. But Dogmar going to go ahead and use the Nature's Grasp just to zone out. I believe this should secure the first turret. There's a trade across the map, which I actually really like the awareness on that macro. I'm just going to nudge the camera up so we can.
Looks like they're going to drop that straight up. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Zed took it. I thought they were going to take it top with the king. I was wrong.
But that'll be the first brick going over to Team Fusion. Excuse me. In exchange for the Rift Herald, I actually. Again, I like the macro play. They at least were able to trade for something. They're going to get towers. They're going to get damage down on the towers in mid and top at least. Hoey's stealthing in though. They could definitely make a play here on Gay Robot. Has the shadow plus the flash available, so he's got some escape tools. Hoey's going to flash back over the wall. The twisted advance is enough to lock him up as Hoey picks up his 4th kill of the game on the Kha'Zix.
Hoey picked up, in his most recent back, picked up the Mobies, and that's kind of like the stupid point on Kha'Zix where you can run halfway across the lane while invisible.
Baka Pro and Fiorix were pushed up there in the top lane, but didn't fancy the 2v2 and are going to go ahead and get out. Pink ward's very necessary in this game for Vipers. They need to make sure they're staying on top of that with the Twitch and the... I guess you can't see the Kha'Zix. Never mind. But with the Twitch... does seem very important. Brevin Price now coming in from the side. I don't know about that particular angle for the Vayne. But both AD carries have farmed up really nicely so far. 119 farm to 101 at 15 minutes in a gold game. Feels pretty good. Hoey overextended again. Doesn't have that poacher's knife, so I don't really know why he's here. Oh, the ultimate, the Deathmark going to follow through. but that looks like it's just going to follow through to his death as Gay Robot gets taken down. The Dark Passage for the Kazakhs taking the Zed on the ferry to nowhere. Now the push in mid for Fusion. Charm doesn't connect, so it doesn't look like they're going to go ahead and dive here. But they'll take the mid turret and get out with that nice chunk of gold in their pockets. That's a 5,000 gold lead right now for Fusion.
Is one spicy boy spawning in 35 seconds.
And all of them going back right now for Fusion. Hopefully they'll run straight there and we'll see that contest. Or this might just be a little bit of a miss macro there from Vipers. Baka Pro's going to go ahead and pick up the tower. They still have the Rift Herald available. I always like the play where you put the Rift Herald down right as the dragon's spawning. So like you'd throw that down mid and at least force someone to respond mid and take the free dragon.
Poison. Swing and a miss from Gay Robot.
Gonna go ahead and drop it bottom, it looks like. So they are dropping it bottom with the Spicy Dragon available. Looks like all 5 members of both teams should be available. Nature's Grasp coming in, so Dogmar looking to initiate the fight. Gonna go ahead and at least root up the Rift Herald. That'll take a lot of damage before it gets to the tower, so even if it does get there, it's not gonna get a whole lot done. Yeah, there it goes.
That was...
I forgot how much damage it takes on the eye now. That was actually really impressive. So completely defended Rift Herald. Gay Robot's now caught. Gonna get Twisted advanced up. Ooh, getting the Shen ultimate, but Flozart picks up the kill. Meanwhile, Hoey just dove in and straight annihilated Janna.
And stole the ground.
And stole the ground. Yeah, we didn't see that kill, but Janna's health bar went 100 to 0 extraordinarily quickly. So Vayne going Blade of the Ruin King first. That's a little bit of an older build, isn't it, Wing Nation?
Yeah, it's definitely an older build. Might be all right with like the Maokai, but I don't know.
Really counting on that extra damage from the Ardent Sensor, I think.
Yeah. If I were the Vayne, I would just be trying to play around, avoid the Maokai, and be like, maybe I can pop the Twitch, because typically you're thinking like an even 1v1, the Vayne will destroy the Twitch.
Yeah, the Twitch really reliant on that extra range from the ultimate. I always hesitate on calling it Ratatat, because I'm like, no wait, that's the old name, but no, Spray and Pray is the old name. They're both not very good names. Let's be completely honest.
At least Spray and Pray is sort of accurate, because you can't miss those shots.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Used to be you couldn't hit him on the Nexus, right? I feel like I lost a game because I activated Spray and Pray to try to hit the Nexus and couldn't. I know you didn't used to be able to hit inhibitors with them, but they fixed it, and I don't know if they ever fixed the one on the Nexus.
Kazakhs almost has enough for Dustblade. Does he have enough? I don't remember if it's 1400 with where's items. No, he's got it.
You know, he could have had that quicker if he got that Poacher Stirk, though.
Alright, so expected deleting to happen. You see someone that's not Shen, they die.
Yeah, pretty much. Even Shen right now is sitting on health and a Tiamat.
Yeah, I mean, Shen will still die, he just won't get one shot. With like the current Kazakhs combo, it requires some auto attacks, and Shen just presses W.
Fjorix has Blue Cane. Fjorix also has a death. Oh, not quite. Gets the ultimate off. But now he's going to die. Flozart going to go ahead and pick that one up. Dogmar going to follow through Gay Robot as well. Now Baka Pro under fire as well. Charm doesn't quite connect from Jabronis, but the double kill coming over to Hoey C. He's 7-1 now. He is a big man on that bug. And by the numbers, going to go ahead and take out the first turret in top lane. Dogmar going to go ahead and head bottom. And prevent that push. They're trying to maintain that tower advantage, I guess. So inner turret mid falls as well. That's 4 turrets to 1 so far. Dogmar gonna root up Revenchrist. I think he could just win a 1v1.
Yeah,
honestly.
he definitely could, especially with if he'd stayed in for that aftershock proc.
Yeah, he doesn't have the most mana, so he might run out there if he really pushed it. Oh, Fiorix gets caught going through the wall. Codekin picks up the kill, but man, hooking him out of the wall, that's the worst feeling, I think, is Kane.
They're looking for another pick, I suppose. Baron is kind of, I don't want to say free, but that's his jungler dead. There's another pick, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know about Baron with their team comp. If they had Maokai with them, certainly, but I think Baron this early on would eat them pretty hard. Oh, he finds Gay Robot. Gonna go ahead and stealth back out of there, though. So Runan's Hurricane finished up for Twitch, headed his way toward that that Infinity Edge as well. Ari has the Luden's Echo first. I know there's a lot of different Ari builds out there. Do you like this one in particular?
Yeah, I had a couple. There's been. I'm not a huge Ari player, but there's been a couple I faced that went. Like with Electrocute and the Luden's Rush, and I think they actually might have had. They actually picked up Dematerializer possibly.
Flozart gonna go ahead and open up on the Gay Robot. This is not traditionally a 1v1 that Twitch wants, but he's got enough damage. Oh, and he's gonna survive with the heal.
He's actually a level up on the Zed. The Zed is 2 and 8.
So he is. So after that really good Ziggs performance, it's surprising to see Gay Robot having such a difficult time this game.
Anyway, with like a Dematerializer and Luden's, Ari can actually one-shot waves outside of like the cannon minion.
Fiorix gonna come in from the side, lands the W. Not really a whole lot of damage. Gonna go ahead and jump inside Codekin, but immediately taken down. Hoey now is godlike, 8-1 on the Kazakhs, and Jabroni's gonna go ahead and solo out. Gets the solo kill on Revenchrist out from the middle of everybody. Hook lands onto Janna, and they'll go ahead and follow that one through, as that's the second kill for Codekin this game. Baka Pro now streaming in. This is the classic one-at-a-time strategy.
Jabroni actually has a blue pot ticking.
Oh, they're looking to end right now then. Or, I mean, that was their moment to end, but there's 4 kills one at a time picked up for Team Fusion. And right now a 20-2 kill lead, and they look like a completely different team from game 1.
Absolutely. We gotta see their next decision here. Are they gonna go for bottom, or are they going for, it's just a thirsty boy, so it's not the greatest of prizes. Or are they just gonna reset?
Looks like they're gonna at least take that dragon, make sure they're getting something for their time. But playing this really by the book so far, making sure that they're not overextending and getting caught in places. Only 2 kills so far. I believe both of them were 1-for-1 trades as well for Gay Robot. So are you feeling like this one's over, or do you think that Vipers has a way back into this game?
There's not. I kind of already said there was a time limit. You've got the all AD teammates Maokai, unless there's like an absolute fiesta where you just kind of like straight up one at a time slowly, like don't even respond quickly.
They go ahead and find Fiorix just backing in the bush. Jabroni's. Oh, he's gonna get the Stand United as well, but Jabroni's will pick up the kill. There's the Mastery 7, probably the second best VM.
Anyway, right there.
Hoey's going in for a 1v2. Get a huge chunk down onto Janna, not able to finish that one off. Doesn't get the reset. That was actually really nice by Revenchrist. Went into the bush to make sure it didn't get the reset on the Duskblade damage or the Unseen Predator passive.
Anyway, honestly, the Assassin Kane choice kind of like, if anything, limited or stopped all chances of getting back in. Assassin Kane, you have to snowball and win like 20-25 minutes into the game, ignoring the fact that you're an all AD team. Otherwise, he just kind of falls off, and he's not the absolute most bursty of the assassins. He kind of has a pattern of almost kill, get the reset off the ult, and then kill.
And plus, it really lowers the crowd control that they have available. They have
Absolutely, you just get one big slow, and like double assassin picks. The Maokai alone basically has as much crowd control as the other team.
They're gonna go ahead and just stack this bush. I don't know. There's really no reason for Vipers to even go this way. Even if they were at the Baron, they should just give it over at this point. Yeah, they're not even focused on that side of the map. Ping's going on. They're gonna try to trade the bot lane, tier 1 for Baron. Yeah, look at the damage that Hoey is taking from the Baron. This is what I was talking about. Dogmar should have a much easier time with it with all of his armor. Another 80 carry securing the Baron.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Now they're
I don't
headed
think
to
Hoey didn't even use smite. He
Yeah.
just yeah. At least with that one, it wasn't a misfight.
So they did trade the tier 1 in bottom. More pings going down on it. Yeah, I don't think it's in their best interest to push. Ooh, the charm lands from Jabronis onto Janna. That'll be one quick kill. Revan Christ now forced to final hour away. Hoey sees on the hunt and picks him up. Fjorix gets into the backline, able to assassinate Twitch out of the back of that, but that's, you know, too little, too late. Jabronis goes back over the wall, just trades places with the Zed, and Hoey's like, thank you very much, I'll take that kill, I'll take this one as well. The double kill for Hoey, extended triple, as a matter of fact, and that'll be the end, well, it should be the end of the game, unless they really mess around here.
That Janna is really gonna stop them. No.
Oh, not when she's dead in her own fountain. 13th kill of the game picked up there for Hoey C, and a much cleaner game number 2. That'll even our series at 1. Yeah, I don't know that there's a huge amount of debate about this one. I think MVP's Hoey C this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brian did a nice job, so like I recognize him as well, but that definitely is gonna be the Kha'Zix Hoey with the early picks, the early pressure, blowing flashes in basically every lane.
Yeah,
May not have gone back to capitalize off them, but he definitely created advantages for all of his laners.
Yeah, also able to kill a Janna with her shield on the fountain at the end of the game, so that's pretty cool. So we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the deciding game number 3 between Team Fusion and Vipers. Don't go anywhere. My name's Meristmatic. Casting with me is Wing Nation, but we'll be right back. I didn't have music set up. No.